looks like Wizards Unite is loading in. I do not know how long I'll be able to play. My phone has been acting up. If there's ever a day I do not stream for a little while, I'm actually at the point the battery it's having issues. Last night I noticed it was 15% after having been plugged in all day. And then this morning I got to my phone and it was, and I tried it in 2 different places and it didn't really charge. It stayed right about at 15%. And this morning I got to my phone and it was off, which I thought was unusual because I left it on and charging. And so I turned it on and it had 15% charge, and it had been charging all night. It was cold to the touch, which told me, or cool, which told me it had been off for quite a while, and yet it was at 15%. So, and then later on, it did start charging in one place, went up to 50 in like a couple of minutes, which doesn't make sense at all. And then it dropped down really quickly, still plugged in, it dropped down too low and stayed off, and turned off. So I left it off and it's supposedly at 100%, so we'll see what's happening. Please, if anyone has any ideas on what's best, I found out I do have a warranty still on this one, so I may just do the warranty, or I may look at if it's better just to get a new phone, a brand new phone, rather than just one that, because I got this one maybe a year ago, and the one before it maybe a year ago, so I'm not having very good luck with the pixels. I understood the last one, but this one's confusing to me, especially with the battery life and everything. And obviously my son's calling. Go ahead and answer. My husband is...
I don't know what's going on. Hello.
Hi, Steven texted me and told me to have you guys leave a car, the van.
Okay. My husband... Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
I guess we'll go around and hurry around and do that. My husband has my phone. That's why he said that my son was calling. So, as I've always said, do not play and drive. That was why my husband was the one telling me that my son was calling. And obviously we need to go grab a van and take it to my other son. My oldest son is plenty old enough to drive, but we only have 2 vehicles in the family. And I've been running every which way all day today with one of the vehicles, and my husband had to take the other vehicle to work, so I had dropped the oldest off at his work, and he's saying he would like to have a vehicle to get from his work to where they're gaming tonight with my brother. And I will say, if anyone knows my brother, they understand exactly why my kids would love to go play with my brother. If my brother's watching, he's amazing. And I'm just going to put that out there for the world, even if he isn't watching. I have an amazing brother. He turned 8 just a few days after my oldest was born, and is in many ways kind of like an older sibling to my kids, while also being an uncle. Everyone has that one, or I can't say everyone, but a lot of people know you have that one uncle that every kid wants to play with, wants to be with, etc. And he's that uncle in our family. My nieces and nephews also agree that he's that uncle, the fun uncle. He is not married yet, so there's that. He sometimes has more time than many of us with kids. But also he loves some of those same things they like. Especially, and I think part of that's also the age difference. Isn't as significant as it is between some of the others. I'm actually the oldest of 8 kids, so there's a huge age difference between the oldest and the youngest. Obviously, my brother, I was 21 when I had my son, and my brother turned 8 right after I had my son. So it shows you huge age difference, considering. So there's that. Hopefully, I don't know, it looks like it went dark. My husband quit watching it for a little while. I don't know.
Sorry.
And so I'm sorry about that. This is actually kind of funny. This is another reason I'm wondering on a new phone, is I wonder if something about the pixels is what's causing this type of reaction. And I can kind of get it right now if it's saying that the GPS has me here, but at times I will see different foundables a ways away, like about where I'm at, but then the icon for me is clear down, way down the road, back where I came from. So I would go after something if there was anything here, or I would drive to my son, but my husband's trying to catch stuff before he goes and gets the car. So I suspect there's some things we've started to figure out. Oh, so everyone knows I did progress to the next level on the event last night. I'm going to open it up so you can see what that is. There we are. So you need to unlock 4 port keys, brew 7 potions, and complete 3 wizarding challenges. And obviously I still have 5 days. One of my experiences with the last one, and I'm seeing it with this one, is fighting in the fortress for the foundable that comes from the fortress. You don't get the foundable until you have completed some of those other things. As soon as I completed the challenges, all of a sudden then I started getting the foundables. And before that, I didn't get very many. So it may be an idea to at least wait till you're at this point, if not finish out and fight in the fortresses with other foundables, with other runes, and save your runes for this event, and then use the runes once you have completed port keys, etc. Or at least completed the challenges. I'm not saying for sure, but that's something I've kind of noticed. So that's something to keep in mind. Another thing I've noticed is people are still asking what professions they should choose, stuff like that. If you're trying to progress in XP really fast, I would not go with the magzoologists. I cannot say how the professor is compared to the Auror, but I can say how the magzoologist is compared to the Auror. And it's taking me a lot longer and a lot more work to get the same progress that my husband has. And he is an Auror. So what happens is I can be ahead of him, like I can have half or 3/4 of it filled, and he's just barely got to whatever level. We go fighting in a fortress, and we're both fighting, we're both helping each other out, and doing what you need to progress in that level fortress. Especially as a magzoologist, there's a lot of healing and stuff I have to do. So I have to heal before I can jump back in. And some of the, like the Death Eater and the Dark Wizards are a lot harder to take on as a magzoologist. And so then we finish, and all it takes is 1 or 2 fortress battles, with both of us having the brain elixir going, and he's passed me in XP. So we've done it a number of times where I get ahead, I really work really hard, do a lot of stuff outside when I'm not with him, etc. And then next thing we know, he's caught up to me and it has passed me again. So if your level is important to you, that's something to keep in mind, that's going to be a lot harder for you to do as a magzoologist. At the same time, from what I've seen of the powers and stuff the magzoologist has, especially when you get into higher fortress levels, you want a magzoologist to go in with you. And really what you want is the magzoologist to go in, grab one of the ones that are available to fight against, and preferably the acromantula, the pixie, some of those. Grab that, fight it, beat it. My experience with them is those are really easy, even if they're supposedly the hardest to beat. I've not had, I can be at the highest level fortress I have available right then and beat those without much trouble. So you want them to grab one of those, beat it, and then look where everyone's at. And if anyone is at half or lower, you want them to stay out of the fight and be prepared to heal up. You will use a lot less potions that way. You will lose a lot less of the ruins, different things like that. So, just something to be aware of, because it does, from what I can tell, it really helps, especially if you can get a bigger group to where they can fill up more than once, so they can get 7 spell energy, or the 7 down at the bottom, and I've showed you before while fighting in some of the different fortresses. I've showed you where that is. You want them to get to 7, and from there they can, there's a special one that actually, it appears to help the whole group. I'm not positive because I haven't done it yet, but that's what appears to happen. So I just unlocked one. I think I had one before. So this should take care of it, and then I'll start going for my 7K port keys. I'm not going to go after that port key right now because my husband should be here soon, and then we can actually go try and find an area to go do stuff in for you guys. I feel bad that this is the way it's happening on this live stream. But as I've said, what I'm live streaming, I live stream what I experience. What you see with me is real life. And that's also why I don't give a specific, this is when I'm going to live stream. Is because life happens. Obviously, as I've told you, my phone's being a brat. And I know many YouTubers who, when that's happening, they won't give a care in the world. If you see them, you have no indication that's happening. And if you don't see them, they basically just say they're having issues, or sometimes they'll say they're having phone issues, but not very often. Usually it's just, I'm having issues, so I'm not able to play for a little bit, or something like that. With me, as I said, if you don't see me, it will literally be because I can't figure out how to stream because I don't have enough charge. I can't get enough charge to my phone, or an emergency has happened, something like that. Or it's Sunday. As I've said many times, I will not stream on Sunday. I think we're going to go to a different area than you guys usually see me in. I kind of want to check it out. And I think it's an area where I can go really slow. And it usually doesn't, yep.
There's nothing there. Stephen and Dave and Caden literally said that. There's nothing there.
Well, I figure we can always look, and because I hate to say it, but yeah. So I just want to go up and look up here. So I know what's up here, because it's huge with Pokemon Go. There's a ton of things up where we're headed. No, they said that about Pokemon Go.
They said that about Magic Unite too, Wizards Unite too.
Okay, we'll see. But I want to see. So where we're headed is up to the university, and right in the middle kind of the university is the town cemetery for the town I'm in. And so, or kind of in the middle, in fact, some of them.
Yeah.
I had a person get into one of the roundabouts and literally put on their gas because they saw I was coming.
You just unlocked a port key.
So that's what happened. So I had to put on the brakes, and that's what my husband
2K
was
port key?
I don't think I have anything you can use to start it with. I would
Nope,
do a 7K.
you don't.
I didn't think so. I thought it was a silver key I used on it.
You don't.
Anyway, so I want to see what's up here. Right now, I appear to be the only person who's logging on the Wizards Unite world map. so I have nothing to look at that way, and I have not taken the time to come up here and just glance around and see what's up here, because we know some really good places downtown that you guys have seen where we can get out and walk around, and where we can get things from the vehicle. And so I figure this is this might be interesting to you guys too, to see what's where, if that makes sense, and to see what I have around. And it would be really interesting if the local college campus has almost nothing. That just to me would be unusual, because that's a big portion of people who have time to play. And also what's would be interesting to me about that is the fact that here in Utah we are having we have been selected in Salt Lake to host the National Footage Cup. National, I think it is. It may be world.
It's national.
It's national, my husband says. Next year. And I know that that's very much in connection with colleges and stuff. Colleges and universities were the first ones to put that on and to have teams and stuff. And so it would be interesting to me if there is not that much available on a college campus or a university campus, because they're the ones who kind of run that. And obviously I would think that Wizards Unite would want to promote that in areas.
Oh, there's lots of inns and lots of fortresses up here.
So could you spin mine around slowly so they can see
You're not
what's
seeing anything.
there?
Your guy hasn't moved forever.
Oh, my guy is...
I just turned your phone off on accident by clicking the wrong key.
Okay. Oh, now you can... Okay, I don't know if we're still live streaming. My husband turned off the screen. He might have to swipe away the, we might have to restart the app. I'm gonna pull over for right now so that I can look at it, because my husband struggles with that.
Hate your phone.
And obviously my phone's trying to have a mind of its own, as you guys can all see. This is part of the issues I'm having. It's like, and so it could be that I have a virus somewhere. I am not going to say that I don't. And one of the steps we're going to take before